Hey guys, okay, so we're going to do a really quick and dirty on the toilet paper and paper towel tube rockets. What I've got here are the same stuff that you guys have been seeing in the meetings. This is the Easter egg, the plastic Easter egg shell. I think it's for 99 cents, so why don't we get started on the basics here. I've got some motor rings that I have made from a masonite type material. I've used hole saws to make both the inside and outside diameters. I think it's 11/32 and 1 5/8 on the outside. What we've got on the motor mount that goes on the top are holes so that you can use the motor mount as a stop for the rocket. So here's one I've already put together, and we'll just say that this will be the bottom mount. So the idea is that this one goes in first and it gets glued deep enough in there so that the rocket, when mounted to it, will be all the way in there without being out of there. So for comparison, let's get one of our engines. So using this as the stop, that gives you an idea. And then of course the second one will be the bottom ring, so that inside the tube it's going to look something similar to that. Glue is what's going to keep that inside the tube, so that paper clip bent around that edge is important, because if you can imagine this being inside the tube, that's what it's going to push against. As you can see, it's pretty rigid. What I'll probably do is dab hot glue on these so that we don't have any concerns about it staying in place. So hot glue is pretty sparing and easy to use. We'll just shove another one in here. There we go. And once that cools and hardens, I bet we won't have any problems with that shifting anymore. Okay, so lots of the components that you were familiar with were the, put that there while it cools, the tubes. One of the things that we didn't get a whole lot of time to cover is some type of a way to track it. And then of course straws cut to length will go on the side, probably in the middle, and that will act as the guide for the mount. What I've used the rubber bands for and the marker tape for is to create a streamer, so that what you would do is take one end, glue it to the inside, take the other end and glue it to the top of that egg. What happens is when that rocket reaches the end and it's through accelerating, there'll be hot gases that escape up to the top, and it should blow the top of that eggshell off, and it will cause this to stream out, and should make it visually easier to track, and should also help to slow its descent. So one of the things that you guys will need to do is cut a length. I just guessed. I'm pretty sure I've got too much, but it's not going to be a showstopper. So what I'd like to do is cover the cone for the top. You don't want to glue this on, because when that engine reaches the end of its burn, you need that last burst of hot gas through the top of it to blow this off. So what we're going to have to do is make a cap. I'm trying to keep the rocket engine away from the tip of that hot glue gun. I don't want that to go off in the house. Although it'd be cool, I think my wife would never forgive me. What we're going to do is make a ring to go around the edge of this, and I'll use hot glue to cap it on so that I can just set this. So what I'll do is cut a very narrow strip. I'll cut that in half, glue it around the edge of that egg. I'm going to just use for my rocket for tomorrow night demonstration. What we'll do is set these guys around here in a pattern like this. This will be on the other side. So we'll have 4 of them, and that should stabilize it in flight. So what I'm going to do real quick, and I don't have to record video of you guys watching me, is I'm going to go ahead and cut a narrow strip off of this, and we will see you in a moment. Let's see, I need to